Hey, welcome back to another Netcast. I'm Rich Lopez, Quantrix Authority. Sincerely appreciate you joining me today for episode number 58, where I want to show you how to filter data to another matrix. And this is going to be the first example. In the next two podcasts, I'll show you two other different examples, but how to achieve the same result. Got the idea for this podcast from the Quantrix forum. Vishnu Yarlagada writes in and asks a question about how he can take data that's coming into one matrix and have it be filtered in another matrix. So say for example here, I have this database matrix. It's got all this information, and what he wants to do is he wants to be able to go ahead and bring it over into this other matrix. We'll call it matrix 4, and based off of some filter criteria, have it populate automatically from the data here. Well, Mike Salisbury was kind enough, the official Quantrix master, to give a solution to Vishnu Yarlagada, and I want to walk through that solution with you. He said that we could use DataNAV and DataLink, or I guess, yeah, DataPush or DataNAV is probably the most technical way to say that. So first off, what Mike goes ahead and does is he creates a data push from this A database matrix. And he creates a data push by going to Data, Data Push, and I'm going to select Edit Data Push. It would be Create if you were setting this up yourself. He clicks Edit Data Push or Create, and then he fills in the schema name, and he gives it the table a name, database matrix. He's calling schema as public, and so on. And then he selects an H2 driver, and he says that it's going to be saved out here on the C drive with this name. So he's just really creating kind of a local copy of this table in database format. That's all that this wizard is doing, and the way Mike has it set up. Okay, so once he has that done, he creates this kind of, I don't want to call it a temporary database, but I will call it, I guess, a local database. And then what happens is Mike goes in and he creates a data source using DataNAV. So if you go to Data, DataNAV, and you select Data Sources, and this is available on the Pro Plus edition of Quantrix as well as DataPush as well. He goes in and he selects data sources. It brings up this window here, and then you can go ahead and you say create new data source. Well, Mike already created this for us, but how he did that, again, he clicked on create new data source using the wizard. Instead of creating one, I will go ahead and just click on the edit for this data source, because it will give me really the same steps. And he goes ahead and he selects a JDBC ODBC data source, after which he goes here and selects the driver to be an H2 driver, and he navigates to, and he puts in the database directory, which is the location of that kind of local database that he saved from the data push. And then as he does that, he goes ahead and just pulls this in as this database test, okay, in the DataNAV panel. And then once that's created, what he can do is you can go ahead and just create a matrix and start to drag and drop data into. And this is kind of the matrix here, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to just drag and drop here into matrix 3. But basically what he then does is he pulls in ID as a category. I'm going to get rid of category B. What other fields did he have? He had type, month, city, and account number, so he would bring those over here. Account number, type, here, month, here, and city. Pretty easy to bring in. But then the thought is, well, I want to be able to apply filter. So how do I do that? You go ahead and in kind of the formulae area here of Quantrix, you select on this little drop down, you select DataNAV qualifier, and then we would drag in our fields here. So if my type is equal to, I think in my last example we had like SO101. So you can see it's only bringing in the SO101s. If I wanted to only bring in month 7 of the SO101, I could bring in month over here. And then I would say month is equal to, and I think I can go ahead and just select from the drop down 7, and it gives me that result there. So that's a way to kind of filter dynamically from this database matrix and have it populate over here in this matrix 3. Join me again for the next following 2 episodes, and I'm going to show you how to do this maybe a different way using DataNAV, and then also another way where you wouldn't need DataNAV or DataPush. You could just do it really with a data link. Anyway, If you have any questions about Quantrix, feel free to reach out to me at quantrixauthority@gmail.com. I absolutely love Quantrix. I want to make you a Quantrix master. So thanks for joining me for an episode of Quantrix Authority with Rich Lopez.